Bagua is whole body power hits to the opponent's weak points while you're moving and slipping and evading their attacks. Just as Bagua always flanks and evades, Bagua is always powerful. Bend your knees here, make sure that your butt is under you, so that way you can very easily in any direction and come forward and this way. Notice, do it from here. Bend, because the first one's not really right. Bend, and you'll see it's got this nice little gliding quality. It's what we call flat stepping. And so that's one way, and it makes it very easy to go any direction you want to go, anywhere, but keeping down and butt under you and as straight this way as you can go. Now most people, when they think they're straight, they're either doing this in some form, in that case they're doing that shape. I'm straight, well no, you're bent like that. Or they're bent forward, although most people, when you put them in a position, they feel like that's proper, they feel like they're doing that, and they're really straight. So the best way I found to check it is to take something in the background that is straight, and then put yourself in the position and get a photo of it or a brief film of it, and then check it against the object. And what you'll find, if you're really honest about it, most of the time people are at a slant of some kind, and you will have to really work to get straight up and down. And so you do that with that, what I'll call an inch of sync, an inch more of relaxation, and do that. Now you can also roll your feet, heel to toe. Now I'll just do it coming on a straight line to you. Here. And when you back up, it's toe to heel, toe to heel, toe to heel. And you want it so that you can quickly do it with ease and still have that ease of any direction you want to go in quickly and easy. Do that much. So I watched everybody here do this, and what you want from this is an ease of motion and a rapidness of motion that you're not having to struggle to get. In other words, you can be fast, but you had to try to make it happen. In this case, you want to be fast, and it's just because of the positioning and the way you're going about it, it's quick. You don't have to think about it or anything else. As long as you're doing the method and have trained it in some, it is. So I want to show that. So let me have any two volunteers if you come up, and I'll get you guys ramped up real quick, and they'll get to see that at home as well. So start walking the way that I showed you. And what I'm going to do is while you're doing that, I'm going to start walking with you. Copy from what you're doing to what I'm doing as much as you can. Now at home, you might think of that as being difficult, but if you'll get somebody that'll just kind of really take off, you'll see that the other people, there's sort of this competitive edge that most people have, especially when they're working on this kind of thing. That'll sort of kick on, and you'll start doing it. And if you're doing it wrong, you'll know you're doing it wrong. And if you're doing it right, because you'll see that also, even though I'm moving quickly, there's sort of a smoothness to it. And again, by example and by being in the middle of it, you'll pick up on that, and then obviously, hopefully, be able to duplicate it. Okay, so start walking. And just keep walking for a minute. I'll jump in there here in about a second. Turn, I just moved, I was just walking. Okay. Take your couple partners and have at it. So take a partner, pick who's going to go first. Start off at about a leg's distance ahead. The other guy's behind you. My job if I'm behind you is to catch it. Your job if you're in front of me is to not get caught. Do it for 30 seconds, a minute, and then I'll tell you to switch. And you're at home, you do this on your own. And then switch. So the two things that I saw more than anything else was that at first everybody kind of started off slow, but of course it's that game of catch them and run from them. So that part, the speed picked up, but then two things happened. Started seeing a little bit of this stuff, people falling around. That is simply a matter of this. keep doing it. And what happens is people do this for a minute and then they want to come up. As soon as they come up, then it gets off this way. And also the other person, if they stay down there, is catching up to them, but they're still down there. And so it really makes a difference in terms of long term and being able to really switch directions quickly and all of that. The other thing I saw was at the end of literally 30 seconds or less for each side, which means they really, when they did it, hold their breath, breathe, right? Simple. So when I start, and I'm breathing the entire time, I'm breathing the entire time, I'm breathing the entire time, I'm breathing the entire time. So that when you get done, you really should not be winded. Please share this video and ask any questions you have in the comments below. This program is designed to inspire new people to take up the study of Bagua and give them a functional introduction to some fundamentals. Bagua can be difficult to learn because it requires at least 4 training partners to build quality skill, and much of the modern Bagua suffers due to a lack of training partners. Please help us inspire more people to take up Bagua. Share this video with everyone you know, and together we can create more Bagua practitioners so that Bagua of all flavors can grow and flourish in the coming years.